Alright, so here we go, the final floor, which is not really that big of a deal this time because there's only 2 freaking sub-levels, so big deal. You're gonna, yeah, once that, like I said before, there's gonna be varying amounts of sub-levels in each floor, each sub-level, but they don't get any, the majority of the sub-levels in this game don't really get beyond, like, you know, 7, 8, or 9, but there will be some that are you know, deeper than that. And what we got here? It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Thus further evidence that we are actually on Earth. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. Well, thanks for spoiling that for us, despite the fact that we actually only have 70 Pikmin, so... But yes, as you can see, this takes 101 Pikmin, so just having 100 red Pikmin would just be barely enough. Well, barely not enough, I should say. So, when I first found that, when I first saw that, that led me to believe that you could have more than 100 Pikmin in the region, actually in one area in this game, but I was actually mistaken, as we will soon find out. So, because on this sub-level, we're going to encounter a new type of Pikmin that, let's just say, is basically going to break this game to pieces. And I will explain why as soon as we encounter that type of Pikmin, but actually, we're about to, in this region right here. Or more like in this area here. Astounding! A flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly, it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. Oh, really? Well, let's satisfy their pleasures, I suppose. I don't know, I guess the red Pikmin have a fetish for flowers or something like that. I apologize for saying that, y'all. I apologize for such a weird sense of going. This is odd. We did not encounter this in the first game. We got purple sprouts. That's interesting. Let's find out what they are. Amazing! A purple Pikmin. It has hair and is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers? Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Yes, there are actually, but we'll soon find out something about Purple Pikmin that makes them, you know, not entirely perfect creatures, but, or should I say, like, not, you know, like, how should I say this? Like, there's something about Purple Pikmin we'll soon find out that makes them not as accessible, I should say, as red Pikmin are. But I think the game will explain that later, so there's no need for me to say it now. So we're gonna start by carrying these guys back to the ship. But let's just say that these Purple Pikmin are gonna be the key to getting this half globe. Is that what they're called? Globe? I always forget the name of these. Yeah, I think they're called globes, aren't they? Like the you know, tiny models of the Earth. But here's the way Purple Pikmin work. Their strength is equal. Like, one Purple Pikmin's strength is equal to that of 10 other types of Pikmin. And because of that, that makes us able to carry really heavy objects. In fact, actually, one Purple Pikmin can carry just one of these guys right here. So, that is basically the strength of Purple Pikmin. That's one of the reasons why they break this game, but it's not the biggest reason why. The biggest reason why we will see here in a little bit, when we see how they deal with enemies, I should say. But we're going to take our 70 Pikmin and carry this treasure back to the ship. Now, the thing about this treasure is that it's the very first treasure that goes into our exploration kit. These treasures are special items that will basically upgrade, will make you in some way more powerful, I should say. But this treasure, not so much, but it does do something special for us that, you know, not only one of the other exploration kit items can do for us. But we'll see at the end of this day, actually, what this is actually for. Spherical Atlas. There's a device resembling a microchip embedded inside this sphere, retrieving data. Error, I could only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the sphere chart. Press start/pause to contact me and access the Explorer kit on the radar screen with L, which I've already shown you guys. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. So basically what that means is that we have unlocked the second region of the game by collecting that half of the globe. So, that basically might give you guys a hint as to how we'll be unlocking the, well, at least one of the other regions. It's actually another region that's not unlocked in the same way, but, you know. Again, more stuff we'll get into later, but yeah, words cannot express how much I love this game. I got this game when it initially came out in 2004, and I did not know until watching Chugga Conroy's Let's Play that this game is actually rare. And boy, did I feel special when I found this game was rare, because I got this game around the time it came out for my 9th birthday. Astounding! Water shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. Interesting. Now, of course, if you did this in real life, you would die, but watch what happens when we do in Pikmin. It brings us back to the surface. So basically, geysers are the main way of exiting caverns. And there we go. We just got a 100% completion of Emergence Cave. So you get this message every single time you take a geyser out of a dungeon and you collect every single treasure in that dungeon. But in this particular dungeon, there were only 3 treasures and only 2 sublevels, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And we got 22 Pokos total from the enemies that we brought back to the ship. So that's basically how dungeons work in this game. And we'll be encountering a lot of them in this game, and also they will take up the majority of the game itself, so. Basically, simply way of playing it, this game involves a lot of dungeon exploration. Although it's actually a lot different than the Zelda universe, I can definitely tell you that. You have successfully returned to this planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. Yeah, we essentially almost committed suicide by doing so. You know, by jumping out in a geyser, which would, again, kill you in real life. We must celebrate our first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. You don't have to do that every single night, dude. But okay. Olimar and Louis, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should make a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Haste makes waste, so make it slow and steady. So basically the game told you that you have unlimited days to beat this game. Basically by saying that you have as much time as you need. So that's a simple way of putting it. Although I can definitely tell you I did not get that hint when I first played this game. I seriously thought, still, like, for quite a while playing this game, they did have a limited amount of days, but the game wouldn't tell you, so that just made it really confusing, I guess. So, pretty much the reason why the game has you end the day right away is because you really can't go any further beyond where that hole was in the Valley of Repose because there's water there. And we can't really do anything about water yet, if that makes any sense. So we collected 672 Poco is worth a treasure today, which is pretty nice. Although typically that's going to happen on days where we explore dungeons, and we also encounter a new type Pikmin, Purple Pikmin. And then last we get our message for the day. Baby steps first, Olimar, playing well, and don't worry about me. Our depth with happy Hakotate savings and loan after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so ha! Alright, well, joke's on you, loan collectors, I guess. Or debt collectors, I should say. Yeah, considering you stole my freaking ship! Freaking A. If I were Captain Omar, I'd be pretty pissed off at my president because he literally sold his ship without his consent. You know, that's pretty fucked up. You know, sorry for language, guys. And also, I guess one last thing we could do before ending off this episode is I can show you guys Picklepedia. This is a really cool feature in the game that I fell in love with immediately when I first played this game. But basically, what it allows you to do is take a look at all the enemies you've encountered, and also the treasures you've collected. So as you can see, all 5 of the enemies we've encountered, and also all 5 of the treasures we encounter are on here. And enemies actually also includes the plants as well. So you can also call it like the blah. I don't know what do you call those books that are about plants? It's encyclopedias. I don't know. I really don't know. I know encyclopedias aren't really about plants specifically, but basically these are the enemies. And they're actually really cool things you can do. You can actually interact with these enemies by first pressing A, tapping A actually, and you can throw Pikmin carrots and see how they treat, basically how they would interact with Pikmin. As you can see, these guys eat the Pikmin carrots right away, and this is actually the first time we see Pikmin carrots in the Pikmin universe because actually, this is the only time you can see Pikmin carrots in this game, in the Pikmin universe, and just in the Picklepedia here by throwing them at the enemies. That's pretty cool. You can also see Olimar's notes, which are basically biology notes about each of the enemies. He even lists the class and the family and basically the main name of species. Like for instance, here the Red Bull Borb, Oculus Kagiyami Rusus, Grub Dog family, and then it gives you basically information about the enemy. It's pretty cool stuff. If you want to find out stuff like, I'm thinking about my plan for going over the Picklepedia and the treasures is to save all of the reading, like just go through and read all of Olimar's notes and Louie's notes in the case of Picklepedia, and there will be sales pitches for the treasures later on. My plan is to read all of those at the end of Let's Play as bonus episodes. So it's basically a lot like how I handled the the Suburban Almanac and the Plants vs. Zombies Let's Play. Basically, I'm going to be doing that exact same thing for this Let's Play. So that means we're going to end up with some very long bonus episodes, or a lot of bonus episodes. Either way, it's basically this is my plan of taking care of this stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. So next time on Let's Play Pikmin 2, we're going to explore the second region of the game, which is the Awakening Wood. And I will see you guys next time. See you guys then. So far we've done all we can do in the Valley Repose, so it's gonna be a while before we go back there. So for now, our main region is the Awakening Wood, and we're going to be going there next time on Let's Play Pikmin 2. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.